Hello student, this is Leena, your maths teacher. Let's start our video with our new topic, divisibility rule in chapter 6. So class, what is divisibility rule or test of divisibility class? It helps us to find out the number which is divisible by the given divisor or not. So class, here are some particular given rules in your book. Now we are going to learn these rules. So class, our first rule is given to you by So class, here our first rule is given to you, the divisibility by 2. So how can we check or how can we find out without dividing said this number is divided by 2 or not? So it is given told you in this divisibility rule. So class, our first rule is divisibility by 2. So class, for finding the divisibility by 2 without dividing, there is a simple rule. If any even number like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, if any number from these numbers is written on the ones place of the given number, then our number is divided by the 2. If any odd number is there written, what are the odd numbers there? Odd number like 3, 5, 7, 9. If these numbers are written on the ones place, then our number is not completely divided by 2. If 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 written on the ones place, then our number is definitely completely divisible by 2. So class, like if we have 24, so our ones place is 4 there, then it is divisible. If we have 39, so our ones place is 9. So 9 is an odd number, so we can't divide it. Like similarly, if we have 1000, so class, on 1000 place we have ones place 0, so it is divisible by 2. And similarly class, if I have 1025, so our ones place is 5, which is odd number, then it is not divisible by 2. It is not completely divisible by 2. So class, if we have 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8 on ones place, if any number we have on ones place given in the odd even numbers, so class, we can completely divide it by 2. Otherwise, if any other number is written on there, so we can't divide it. So class, this is the rules for the 2. Now class, let's move forward to the next rule. Our next rule is divisibility by So class, our next rule is there, second rule is there, divisibility by 3. So how can we check if a particular given number is divided by 3? It is very simple. So we have to sum the digit of given number. If the sum of the digit of the given number is divisible by 3, then we can divide this particular given number by 3. So how can we define it? Let's check with an example. So class, if we have there 789. So without dividing, how can we find out? So firstly, what we do? So we have to sum the digit of this particular given number, 7 plus 8 plus 9. So class, 7 plus 8 is 15 and 15 plus 9 is 24. So class, now we have to check if whether 24 comes in the table of 3 or not. So class, 3 8s are 24. So 24 is divisible by 3. So we can divide 3 8s are 24. So if sum is divisible, then our number is also divisible by 3. If class, I have a particular number like 1081. So class, let's sum up the number first. 1 plus 0 plus 8 plus 1. So class, our answer should be 10. So we can't divide completely 10 by 3 because it not occurs in the table of 3. So that means we can't divide this number by 3. So it is the rule of the 3 there. Now class, our next rule is given there, divisibility by 5. Let's check the rule of 5. Third rule is there, divisibility by 5. So class, for the rules of 5, it is tells us that if the number on the ones place, if the digit on the ones place is 0 or 5, we need only two numbers, whether it is 0 or 5. So it is divisible by 5. Otherwise, if we're writing any other number besides 0 and 5, then we can't divide it. Like if I have 1300, so digit on ones place is 0 there. So that means it is divisible. If I have 1377, so class, our next digit is 7, so it is not divisible there. If I have 1000 there or ones place, we have 0. So it is divisible. So class, if the number is written on the ones place is whether 0 or 5, then it is completely divisible by 5. So class, our next rule is given there, divisibility by 6. So class, for the divisibility by the 6, we have already learned the divisibility rules related to 3 and 2. So class, the divisibility of 6 is related to the divisibility of 2 and 3. So class, the divisibility of 6 tells us that if a particular given number divided by 3 and 2 both, then it is divisible by 6. If the number is divisible by 2 and 3 both. So class, that is the condition there. The given number should be divided by 3 and 2 both. We can't say that it is divided by 3 not 2 or divided by 2 not 3. So that is the condition there. So that particular given number, on the particular given number, the rule of 3 and 2 both should be applied. So class, let's check the number there. Like I have 1350. So here I have a number 1350. So class, on the ones place we have 0 there. That means it is divisible by 2, because on the ones place we have 0. And for the checking the rule of 3, what we have to do? We have to sum up the digits. So 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 0. So our answer should be 1 plus 3 4 plus 5 9 plus 0 9. So 9 is also can be completely divided by 3. So divisibility of it is also divisible by 3. So class, on this number both rules are applied perfectly correctly. So we can say that this number is also divisible by 6. If a particular number is divisible by 2 or 3, then it is also divisible by 6. So that is the rule of 6 or divisibility rule of 6. So class, let's move forward. Our next rule is for 9. So class, rule of 9 is similar to the rule of 3. If you learned the rule of 3, then you already learned the rule of 9, which is very simple there. So class, here divisibility by 9 tells us that if the sum of the digit of the number is divisible by 9, then the number is divisible by 9. So we have to sum up the digits similar to the rule of 3. So class, if I have a number 3, 5, 7, 2. So class, what we have to do? Firstly, we have to sum up the digits. So 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 2. So class, our answer should be 5 plus 3, 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. So class, 17 is not occurs in the table of 9. So then we can't divide it. Let's take another number. So like class, we have 1089. So 1 plus 0 plus 8 plus 9. So class, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 8 9, and 9 plus 9 18. So class, 18 is comes in the table of 9. 9 to the 18. So yes class, it is divisible by 9 completely. So it is the similar rules with the, it is similar rule of the 3 there. So class, last rules is given there, which is related to 10. It is very simple rule and it is similar to 5. So in 5 class, we need 0 and 5 on the ones place, and class, but for the 10 we need 0 on ones place. If we have 0 on ones place, then it is completely divisible by 10. Like I have 1700, so our ones place is 0, it is divisible. 1359, the ones place is 9, it is not divisible. So 1790, if it is 0, then it is divisible. If the ones place is 0, then we can divide it. Otherwise, if any other number 1 to 9 is written on the ones place, then we can't divide this particular given number by 10. So class, these are the divisibility rule. So learn it and apply it and check it whether it is divisible by this rule or not.